You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. I don't have the excitement in me. I don't like what's happening today.
We're waiting for our friends at Bronson to arrive because last week, we hit $70,000. So
Yes.
we're getting shot with 4 paintballs. You're getting yours in the back. I put my ass on the line, so I'm taking them in the tuchus.
I people keep texting in today and being like, "Oh, boys, I get shot with paintballs all the time. I go paintballing. It leaves a bruise, but it'll go away." And I'm like, "You're not helping. You're not helping."
I just hope these guys have good aim. Like, I'm bending over. Like, they better get the cheek and not,
I suppose there is. How's your undercarriage? Are you tucking or?
I did check to make sure I didn't have skid marks like 10 minutes ago. The worst thing would be to have this video go up and I'm just bent over.
Wait, I thought the paintballs were pink. What's that brown part?
So we'll have video and audio for you tomorrow, but let's get into the podcast. Fair warning, if you're hungry or have the munchies, we talk way too much about food this morning.
So much food.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Man, I ended up snagging some Jays tickets.
Did you?
Yeah, I got lucky. I got some tickets, so went down to Game 2 yesterday.
Which sounds like it would have been much more exciting last week than this week.
I know. It was devastating, man. But we got lucky. We only paid $99 for our tickets.
Damn.
Yeah, we got really lucky. I found someone's code on Twitter for like the general admission section or whatever.
You monster.
Yeah. But
That's your punishment. You took somebody else's code and you ended up having to watch a 10-3 blowout.
dude, I felt bad for the people because I was looking all weekend. People paid like $1,000 to be there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
They lose 10-3 like that.
just from the original on sale and then the surge pricing and then the resale prices were crazy.
I was surprised, though, the amount of people that just bailed in like the 7th inning. I get it. They're losing 10-3, but you spent that much money. You got to stay, right?
That's my thought. That's my thought. But I'm with you. I understand, you spent all that money. You are already probably from the minute you hit confirm on the purchase, you have buyer's anxiety. And then you're there for a game in which it is almost statistically impossible for them to come back.
Bad game's like a bad movie. I still got to finish it,
Got to get to the end, yeah.
If you pay $45 to go to the theaters, you're sticking around for that movie, right?
Me personally, I'm in my seat until the absolute bitter end, but also anybody who's ever been to the Sky Dome and tried to leave with everybody else, now you're sitting at a 10-3 loss and traffic.
The only things that I really enjoyed from the game was I got one of those cool little towels everyone's waving around.
Oh, there you go.
And the highlight of my night was we were actually sitting beside 2 guys that were from New York, and we were like, "Oh, sorry for your loss." And they're like, "Oh, we don't care about baseball. We're just down here visiting family."
Oh, just happened to be in town.
I was like,
what? Wait, they just happened to cross the border, be in town, and they scored Jays tickets?
"Yeah."
That's wild.
Well, I was like, "Are you guys here for Thanksgiving?" And they're like, "What? No?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he turned to me 2 minutes later and he's like, "Yo, you guys know any good bars to go around after here?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I might be dead after this loss."
It's Thanksgiving Monday.
And it's Thanksgiving. And he's like, "You keep saying that. Thanksgiving isn't until November."
Oh, because they're from New York.
And me and my buddy just started laughing. He's like, why is your Thanksgiving earlier? And I was like, I don't know.
I actually don't think I know either.
I don't know. Yeah.
I suddenly feel like a bad Canadian for not knowing.
We just looked at him and we're like, "'Cause we're better than you?"
Yeah. So we don't want to wait till November to eat turkey, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're all broke here and we need to separate our holidays from each other. Right?
To space them out a little bit more. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but the official one escapes me.
762-555. Make up a really dumb reason we can say to Americans why our Thanksgiving is earlier than theirs.
You know what? We have American listeners. We hear from them all the time. People in the state of New York listen to the program. We need to come up with a cohesive story to tell them about why we had Thanksgiving yesterday.
I'll look up the real reason, but let's make up some stuff to tell the Yanks. 762-555. What's a really funny reason we can say that our Thanksgiving is earlier than America's?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So we did find out, if you didn't know the reason, Canadians' Thanksgiving is earlier than American Thanksgiving because our harvest growing season ends earlier than theirs does because they have some warmer areas.
Right, makes it being more northernly that we're a little bit further on the calendar.
So that's the real reason, but we got a lot of good funny stuff that we can tell Americans next time they ask. Like someone said this.
It'd be the turkey tariffs because they didn't make the cut. Yeah, the Cheeto monster up there needs to make sure everybody gets the tariffs going.
A tariff, of course, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. They used to be on the same day, but we had to move it up because of the tariffs.
Someone else said this.
Well, I was thinking because it's so cold in November, it's too hard to thaw out your frozen turkey.
My heater's already working overtime in November as it is. I don't need to add a frozen turkey to the mix.
Thanksgiving correlates with our furnace turning on.
Exactly.
And then we had Justice. This was his reason on why Canadian Thanksgiving is earlier than Americans.
Yeah, the turkey's got to migrate through Canada first to get the last drops of maple syrup. That's why our meat tastes so much sweeter than the Americans.
And then they make their way down there, already basted in the maple, and they're good to go.
Yeah, that's why we always call them lazier. We do all the hard work for them, regardless what species.
I love a lot of people even texting in saying, our birds hibernate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian turkeys go to sleep around November, so if we want to get them while they're still wild and gamey, we got to have it early.
The most Canadian answer to get on the text line here is that it correlates with the hockey season officially kicking off.
Hey, I am thankful for a couple of fantastic Detroit Red Wings games over the weekend. What about you?
I'm thankful for you shutting up.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So we've all heard of the beer mile before.
Yes.
But have you heard of the Taco Bell 50K?
A 50K?
Apparently coming up in Denver. They do this every year. It's an ultra marathon.
Okay.
Where all contestants in the ultra marathon have to stop and eat at 10 different Taco Bell locations along the way.
But why? That sounds awful.
It sounds like a Jackass skit, doesn't it?
Brother, you could tell me that my punishment for some unforetold crime is either running 50K or eating at 9 consecutive Taco Bells. But putting them together in one event is cruel and unusual punishment.
So what they have to do is, like I said, they have to stop by these various Taco Bells along the way, and each Taco Bell has like a designated food item. So say whatever stop one is your Crunchwrap Supreme, next is the Chalupa Bean Burrito, so on and so forth,
Sure.
Whatever, right? You have to keep your receipt at the end to prove that you did it all. They better have porta potties along the way because so many people are going to be dying.
Have to assume bathrooms are going to be jammed up at Taco Bells all across the city. Also love the idea of, like, obviously this is one of those things where, like, it's an honor just to compete sort of thing, but, like, people are competitive. People are going to want to win. Imagine, like, your card getting declined, and that's why you fell from first to fifth place.
I'm just laughing at the idea of, like, they have the water people on the sides of these marathons.
Oh, they'll hand you a little Dixie cup of hydration.
Just like little Baja Blast they're throwing in your face as you keep
guys
going.
are pouring it on their head. They're just sticky. And
Handing out little packets of fire sauce. The real question is, how do you train for this? Are you like legit going around just eating Gordilla crunches and running like a 5K practicing?
Yeah, I think yeah, for the running you probably train the same way. You've run a marathon before. You know what but just imagine if every time you had trained for that run, you finished it by eating a chalupa.
Yeah.
That's maybe how you train your stomach.
You run every day and you have diarrhea every day for a month. That's how you train.
Your body gets used to it after a certain amount of time.
Yeah. If you're not feeling the pain, you're not trying hard enough, That's what they say.
No pain, no gain.
Instead of your nipples bleeding, it's...
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know that in Indonesia, you can call McDonald's to cater your wedding.
That's sick.
Yeah, man. For what basically works out to be about $250 for us, includes 100 of their McChicken sandwiches and 100 servings of McNuggets. So 400 nuggets.
That doesn't feel like enough for a wedding.
Well, depends on how many people you have coming in, right?
I'll say it's a great idea, though, because how many weddings have you been to where, I don't know, like 11 o'clock rolls around, they either bring pizza or someone does a big Uber Eats order.
Oh, dude, it's
Just McDoubles and junior chickens, right?
Because that's the thing, right? It's like everybody has the traditional wedding, like chicken or fish, or maybe there's a beef option or salads or whatever. And it's fine. And then there's the drinks and the speeches, the
you
dancing.
spend so much on that, and then nobody ever raves about the food either.
No, like nobody remembers it days on. Everybody's always talking about one thing or the other or something somebody did. No one's ever like, oh my God, the chicken at Brock's wedding was the best chicken. But if someone comes in with 400 chicken nuggets at like 10 p.m. after everybody's been sauced up, we're going to talk about that for years.
Yo, I saw online before someone had their wedding at a Chinese buffet.
Oh, dude, it's the move.
That would be just a buffet in general would be unreal.
So a buddy of mine, I was a best man. It was the only wedding I've ever been a best man at. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden someone came walking in with a bunch of tubs of food and was like, is that the dinner? And the groom, my buddy Boris, was like, oh, yeah, just wait till they open it up. Sure enough, it was a local Chinese place that they basically paid.
Oh, they did that?
They paid a fee to bring
Hell
in
yeah.
a buffet line. We took that number, Nicole and I, and we held on to it for 2 years until we got married. We went back to the exact same place.
That's genius.
Absolute perfection. Just a big gravy boat full of sweet and sour sauce next to the shrimp and the chicken balls.
Oh, my God.
People still call me every now and again, my friends from Edmonton, and go, what was the name of that place that catered your wedding?
Dude, I don't know if I can have my wedding at the Mandarin, but I'm 100% doing that.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So, Jamie, you actually did the buffet thing at your wedding?
Sure did. Pasta buffet with all the fixings. 2 salads, garlic bread, chili flakes, Parmesan cheese. And then it was you had 3 different options. Pick 3 different pastas, and super reasonably priced. I recommend it.
Mamma
Big time.
mia.
You betcha.
Man, pasta buffet would be deadly.
Honest to God, man, it's just like you're just asking all of your friends to stuff their faces with pizza, with pasta, whatever have you. And then you know for a fact that no one's going to get out of control because everyone's going to be too tired at your wedding.
That's exactly it. Everyone's going to get the itis, man.
We're just going to put all of our friends to sleep. You got a rowdy crew, stuff them full of carbs, and let them walk it off.
We had someone else on the line here. You did something pretty cool at your wedding?
For my wedding, we got married at a church in the summer, outdoors, and it was a potluck style. So we required everybody that arrived to bring something. So everybody brought something, whether it was home baked or store bought or what have you. So we had like cookies and barbecues and barbecue grills up and hot dogs and burgers and KFC and Tim Horton Timbits and everybody. It was just crazy. We had so much food. It was disgusting. There's picnic tables, kids running everywhere.
I was waiting as you were going through, like, oh, people spent their time baking and making homemade. I was waiting for who brought the bucket of chicken.
Yeah, man. So one of my wife's friends worked at KFC, and she's like, "What can we bring?" We're like, "Bring some chicken." They're like, "All right." So we brought 2 buckets of chicken.
No one's
great,
gonna be
man.
mad if you bring chicken to the potluck.
No, man. It was like 220 people showed up, so it was 220 different options. It was fantastic.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm totally being the guy just showing up with soda.
You got napkins, everybody.
The only requirement, though, we had like a no alcohol wedding, so we invited 500 people, and 200 people showed up. 220.
Oh, you're going to need some soda.
Yeah.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Last week you guys were talking about the old cassette of the Blue Jays singing all the different songs. Well, I came across a Maple Leafs video that I sent you guys on Instagram. I thought it was a good laugh. Maybe you guys will think the same thing.
I don't know if you saw it, but I've never heard this before. I guess in 1993, this was their playoff run song that they were using all the time. Look at this video here.
I can hear the VHS.
You got all the Leafs out on the ice.
Damn.
With this band here. And they're all just dancing around. Look at how sick Doug Gilmour looks.
I was going to say,
Posted up on the motorcycle.
Doug Gilmour looks like a G.
He's wearing a leather jacket, sitting in center ice while the rest of the team is standing dancing. He's just checking out chicks as they walk by.
I think that's part of what's making Doug Gilmour look so cool in this video is everybody else is like actively participating And he's just like, yeah,
Putting on a bandana now.
I'm also here.
He takes off on his motorcycle. Doug Gilmore is the man, dude. This is awesome.
Never looked at Doug Gilmore this way before.
So
he's the font.
After I watched this last night, I looked it up. Apparently, Glenn Anderson co-wrote the song.
I mean, listen, it's not Stairway to Heaven or anything like that. Like, it's pretty basic stuff.
But was he like in the change room and like, hey boys,
I got something.
you're gonna love this.
He's Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. I got that sound you've been looking for.
I know these guys didn't get paid a lot back then, but I don't know how much he made off this song. Not enough.
Ooh, yeah, I guess. Do you think he's getting royalty? Like, probably not anymore. No one's playing it. But
No.
At the time, I bet Canadian radio was playing the crap out
It's
of that.
CanCon, yeah.
He probably was making some bank on that song.
Now, if you love Leafs are the best, you're gonna love the Joe Bowen rap.
Is that the radio guy?
Yeah, like the play-by-play guy.
Okay.
The next video on YouTube that came up was, I guess, Sick Kids Hospital did like a charity album, and this was on there.
To him I wrote this poem about the one and only Joe Bowen. Talks, rocks, shocks with heart and soul. His play-by-play is out of control. He's got more energy than most Leaf players. A better delivery than other play sayers. I'd vote for him if he ran for mayor. Who needs a TV with him on the air? Last time the Leafs scored, he blew my speaker. He must be the son of Howie Meeker. Detroit, St. Louis, and LA, they all know Joe Bowen came to play. Catch him save with Felix, save the day. Holy mackerel, what a save!
There it is.
Now comes the
Bowen.
So I know Joe Bowen is retiring this year.
Yeah.
When they give him his flowers at center ice,
This is going to be playing in the background?
they gotta have Bowen.
I never thought I would hear Howie Meeker as a rap bar before, but here we are.
Before we send him off one more time, Bowen.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
So after seeing all those commercials on SportsCenter for the Peanut Bureau of Canada, we have decided to do a draft. Their ads work. They kept talking about all these great combinations you could do with peanut butter. So we figured we'd do the greatest combinations of peanut butter draft this morning.
Big Peanut living rent-free inside your head. Now here we are talking about food once again on the program. But that said, like we said, like peanut butter doesn't need advertising. Either you cannot eat peanut butter for allergy purposes, or you know how good it is, but sometimes you can elevate it with other things.
I got the number one pick, and I think it's quite obvious. You got to go peanut butter and jam in at number one.
That's the number one.
I could live on this for the rest of my life if I had to. If you have peanut allergies and you've never been able to have one, I'm sorry. You are just missing out.
It's a bummer. I mean, the PB&J is a staple, and not only is it a staple, it's actually healthy. The protein in the peanut butter, some of the sugars and stuff, and the jam, the nutrients, and they rank it on, the satiation levels. A peanut butter and jam sandwich will make you more full than a lot of other foods people eat. So it's actually nutritionist recommended.
Thank you for justifying why my pick was number one. I couldn't have said it better myself.
That said, if there's one that could be equal to jam, it's peanut butter and chocolate. All you have to do is look at Reese peanut butter cups, Reese's Pieces, all the Reese's, and then all the knockoffs.
Even in general, at Easter time, you get those big-ass Easter bunny chocolates.
Yeah.
You just grab that in a jar of peanut butter and just start dipping, man.
You are good to go. So, yeah, peanut butter and chocolate, my number one pick.
Number two, I'm going to go peanut butter and bacon sandwiches.
Ooh.
This is the ultimate. I mean, if you can throw a little honey in there, too, it's even better. But everybody knows Elvis Presley was obsessed. This is what killed Elvis, by the way.
Yeah.
At least made him gain all that weight towards the end. He lived off of peanut butter and bacon sandwiches, man. Like, if you are a stoner and you've never tried this before, you're a little lefty going, try peanut butter and bacon sandwich. Oh, my God, is the combination of all the greases and the oils and stuff.
Man.
Great hangover breakfast, too.
Delicious. It's funny, though, that you mentioned the king, because actually my number two pick was the other part of that sandwich that you didn't mention. That is peanut butter and banana.
I can never get into peanut butter and banana. It always got too mushy in my mouth.
That's the thing. It is a texture thing, and I'm willing to admit
it's overwhelming for me.
If you can deal with the texture of peanut butter and banana, it is just that hint of sweet into the savory of the peanut butter. Some people like the mush, especially if you've only ever done it on bread or even on toast. Try it as a grilled cheese style sandwich. Fried peanut butter, banana, bacon was what killed Elvis. we've each taken half of that sandwich.
Finally here, you know what? There's a bunch of different ways that we could go with this. I'm just going to go peanut butter on a burger.
Peanut butter on a burger. Oh, I was like, maybe I save it till 3. I should have taken it at 2.
You remember the first time you saw that on a menu somewhere and you're like, that's probably disgusting. And then you tried it, and once again, it's the oils mixing together, and you're just like, oh, so good.
The first time I was at a restaurant, I was working for the radio station, and they had it on the menu, and I was like, tell me nobody orders that. That sounds awful. And they offered to give me one for free, and I've never looked back.
Meat and nuts just goes together. I mean... No pun intended, I guess. I didn't mean to say that.
I'll come in with my number 3 pick. You had kind of alluded to it earlier, but it just works on a sandwich, on anything. It's peanut butter and honey. Again, just taking that sweetness of the honey and a little bit of the extra stickiness and just molding it all together. It is the missing ingredient. If peanut butter had the sweetness of honey, it wouldn't need anything to go with it. But a little bit of honey laced over it is perfect.
All right, let's run through our picks here. I got PB&J in at number 1. I got the peanut butter and bacon sandwich in at number 2. And peanut butter burgers in at number 3.
I've got peanut butter and chocolate a la the Reese method at number 1. A peanut butter and banana at number 2. And peanut butter with a little bit of honey mixed in at number 3.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Always man enough to admit when I've lost. Unanimous victory for you in the draft here this morning.
Never seen this before, and to be honest, I won't take it. I won't have it. Your list was good. I want the win. I will take that. But I'm seeing people in there going, I could never have peanut butter on a burger. And I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
Do not shame us. Some of you are texting in about peanut butter and onions.
That one, listen, not going to yuck someone else's yum, so to speak, but you can have every portion of that to yourself.
Apparently, this was a staple during the Great Depression.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're still eating it.
That sounds about right.
You know what? A lot of people like slighting me for the peanut butter burger thing, but we got someone on the line. You do something kind of barbecue related too?
Yeah, you take one of the bigger wieners, you dig out a little bit of the center and fill it with peanut butter, wrap it in bacon and throw it on the barbecue, and it's perfect.
You know, that sounds like something I give my dogs, but it also sounds amazing.
Oh, the first time I tried it, they had to push it on me too, but after I tried it, you'll change your mind when you try it. I'll tell you that.
I'm just picturing you outside by your barbecue with the dogs. One for you, one for me, one for you.
Have a couple of beers in you when you do try it, because.
Well, this does sound like something created after a couple of beers.
Oh, yeah, and a couple other things. But,
dude, imagine sitting by the campfire in the summer, Muskoka chair and everything, just dipping a little Vienna sausage into the peanut butter there.
No, you lost me. You lost me.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 63% of adults in North America, 18 plus, drink at least one sugar-sweetened beverage every single day.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Energy drinks are still at an all-time high.
Energy drinks, sodas, even people who buy coffee and dump a bunch of sugar in
True,
it.
yeah.
Some teas out there. Well, a research group in Beijing has found terrible news for all of us out there, and that is that having even just one sugar-sweetened beverage every day could lead to a significantly increased chance of going bald.
So is that what happened to you?
As somebody who maybe visited the pop machine they installed,
I know you love your Dr. Pepper
in his high school on a morning by morning basis, all the pieces are suddenly coming together.
All those dudes drinking a Monster in the car or truck right now. You may be unleashing the beast, but you're unleashing some follicles too.
Well, and it's so interesting because like we've had over the years, right? They'll say like, oh, certain segments of your family tree, that's where you're going to find out if you're going bald. And then we were all told if you wear hats, oh, you're definitely going to go bald.
Yeah.
If you dye your hair, you're going to go bald. And who knew that all the while we were like, oh, I can't do any of those things, but you're sipping on a Coca-Cola and the hair follicles are just melting from the inside.
So what you're telling me is if you do the do, you'll lose your do.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless, like, I guess that's the good news is that there's never been more options for zero sugar beverages,
True.
right? All your Coke Zeros, your Pep Zeros, even your Mountain Dew zero sugar. That's a thing you can buy now. Those apparently do not have the effect. It's only if you're having beverages with high concentrations of sugar.
Just makes me mad. You know, Coke used to have that slogan a few years ago, open happiness. More like open self-esteem issues.
Open baldness.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry are officially dating. Ooh. I know it's super lame that we're talking about this. There was the thing, a few months ago where they were spotted in Ottawa having lunch together, and then over the weekend, there's photos of them like tonguing on some yacht somewhere.
Yeah. Apparently, the statute of limitations between Justin and his ex is passed, and he's back on the market and right back off.
It just bugs me because I thought we all agreed that we weren't going to import anything from the States. Was he not one of the strong components of that?
Now, well, hang on. If this works out, they get hitched. What if Katy Perry becomes Canadian? What if he's importing permanently?
I'm sure there's a lot of people hoping that maybe he would do the exact opposite. Yeah.
This is one of those times where you're okay with the drain to the south?
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be importing, but technically he is exporting too.
Does that mean there's a tariff if he takes her out on a date?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You should send us a text 762-555. Ask a question, we'll try to reply. You can ask anything that you want. Just send us a text right now. 762-555 is the number. Ask a question, a comment, or a concern. It's Tuesday, you see. Ask a question, we'll plead with you to try and engage with us for content.
I don't think I've ever heard you do that accent without drinking first.
All right, let's get her going. 762-555. First one in here says, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I believe you didn't have a good Thanksgiving unless you feel ashamed after.
The Ozempic doesn't let me eat to the point of shame anymore. I just start getting really full quick, and then I get like really gassy.
Throws in the towel on you?
Yeah, that's what it is. I've got Mickey in my corner with the Ozempic, and he just fires in the towel as soon as I get too full. Great meal, though. I ate a lot.
I will say, yeah, you didn't have a good Thanksgiving unless you're stuffed. You also didn't have a successful Thanksgiving at your house if people didn't take leftovers.
Yeah. No, you know what? Nobody took leftovers, but only because we all were coming back for lunch the next day and we had a big leftover hash.
I always feel like if you cook and in general and nobody takes leftovers, you got to figure something out.
It means that your food wasn't good enough to steal, generally. I get that. But because I know he listens and I want my brother-in-law to know, no, it was good. It was good. It was good.
That's not what you said earlier.
Shut up, man.
Someone said, I love Thanksgiving, but can't do cranberry sauce. Putting jam rather than gravy on turkey? Ew.
You know what?
Never tried it, to be honest.
I was okay with cranberry sauce as a kid. It was always a staple of our Thanksgiving dinners until the first time I saw my mom take it out of the can.
Yeah, that's what did it for me. I've never wanted to try it when you just see it in that cylinder shape.
Right. The first time it hits the table and it's nobody bothered to mash it down. It's still can formed. It's not. I mean, especially with gravy. The gravy's already good. If I need to add more stuff to the gravy, just fix the gravy. We don't need the jam. It's unnecessary.
Although we talked a lot about peanut butter earlier today. Maybe a little peanut butter on the turkey might be nice.
A little peanut butter in a turkey leftover sandwich might be the move.
Could be pretty hot. Yeah.
You know what, though? Didn't take any leftovers.
Someone said, if anxiety had a ringtone, what would it sound like? Just the generic iPhone alarm.
Yeah, that's honestly like just alarm clocks in general
that
are
annoying
anxiety.
duck one that people have that.
Gross. Yeah, any kind of like klaxon, siren. Ooh, you know what it would sound like? It would sound like police sirens over top of the radio, like in the background.
Yeah.
That's what it would sound like.
All right, final one here. I'm going to kill the background music here.
Oh, that means he's getting serious.
Someone said, have you ever tried singing the U.S. anthem to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? It works oddly well.
Two songs I don't really sing all that often separately, much less together.
But you know the words of both.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a shot here.
Okay.
And the karaoke music.
hear it.
Oh,
Songbird.
say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Dude, this actually does work pretty well.
Millionaire gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
That's actually kind of sick.
I mean, the American anthem is one of the better anthems. Doesn't really need any improvements, but this is pretty dope.
This is our song. That shouldn't work.
We're taking it.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We've got the boys from Bronson & Bronson here that are going to be firing the paintballs at us. How you
Yes.
guys doing this morning?
Good, man. You?
Doing good.
We're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for hopping on board with this. We appreciate it. Now, I know you guys work at a hunting store and everything, but you guys know how to shoot guns and stuff, right? You got good aim or what?
I'm blind in one eye.
We're going to give it a college try.
Is that the eye you look down the scope with, though? That's the question.
No.
See, then we're okay. We should be fine.
Okay, so if you guys have good aim, if you hit me in the wrong spot, then I'm taking it as it's on purpose.
It's personal.
Okay. Yeah. It's
Just-
for a good cause.
Here's the thing, right? Like, I am a broad man, and I'm getting shot in the back. Like, I have no doubt you guys have a lot of canvas to work with here. But do you feel comfortable at being able to hit Brock in the cheeks 4 times?
I don't know, man. Turn around. Let's see what you got.
You just want to see what I'm working with here?
No clenching.
Shake
Hey,
it.
you gotta pay for the OnlyFans for that
You
one.
mean no clenching? He's got to
No
close
clenching?
the barn door. You can't be leaving that wide open when you're trying to shoot at him.
Yeah, we're not bullseye hunting here, boys. All right, we established that. Can we agree no bullseye hunting?
I'm going 50.
Now, someone texted in last week. Somebody says they played a lot of paintball, and they said that they think that the back will actually hurt more than the butt because of the cheek meat. What do you think? Which one would you rather be between the two of us?
Take it off the butt or the back? What would
Dalby.
you- Yeah?
Dalby.
You'd
I'd rather be Dalby.
Rather
Yeah.
get in the back? You
Yeah.
think the butt's going to hurt more?
Oh, definitely.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear.
Plus, nothing like bending over in front of a bunch of grown men with beards on a Tuesday morning, you know?
It's not the first time, won't be the last.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Want to be part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.